Hello. That's the chair making those noises. I'm gonna restart. No, I won't. Don't have time. People beating up on GB and kind of, being pessimistic and stuff. Andy, Mike's, Anthony, you guys are right. It's really difficult, and me and Mike Hummel especially, we've been making games for a long time. He said something like, what did he say, 13 years? And I've been 17 years, 20 years or something crazy. And I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm horrible at everything with PR, and I can only kind of focus on one thing at a time, and I don't know what's going to sell, and you got to take that seriously and say, okay, I understand. But at the same time, let me be optimistic and kind of be your happy voice, GB. They already covered the negatives. And let me say that these rules can be broken if your game is special. So I'm all for spending a little extra time on making your game great, so go for it. You don't have a wife and kids to tie you down like some of us, I won't say who, do. So you don't have a lot to lose, so go take risks while you can, my son. Go forth with my blessing. When I was a bit younger, I took risks. I made a role-playing game for my first graphical game, which is kind of stupid, right? But, ta-da! I finished it. It took 1.5 years and was pretty difficult with my limited skills. But it worked, and if it hadn't, so what? I would have been okay. Though, I would have just moved back in with mom or something like that. Who cares? Would have been a little, you don't know my parents, so actually that is a pretty big deal. I'm really glad that I finished the game. One thing that no one said, though, about, we were talking about big games and small games, that I just thought I'd mention, is with big games, even if you say, hey, I have 2 years to make this game, that 2 years may become your enemy. After 15 months, you may lose your motivation, and you may take 2 months off saying, okay, I'm going to make this Flash game because I need a break. And when you come back to that code base, you'll be like, oh, I just can't. I can't even finish this now. And time can kill you in that way. So big games can be very difficult to finish, even if you have the time and money to do it. And that's another thing, where if you get that circle of motivation going with smaller games, and I think that's especially important for new developers who don't know how hard it is. And you're not, GB, you're not a new developer, so I hope you don't get frustrated with, or feel like we're being condescending or something by what we're saying. I'm not exactly sure how many games you've made, but I know you've done some stuff, right? And can you talk about your new game a little? If you can, I'm calling you out to talk about your game respectfully. So there you go. Oh, I'll be the only one to make short videos at 4 minutes. Jerks. I just spent like an hour watching them. Goodbye. I'm back. And this time I'm angry. No, this is about Pekka. I just want to say to those who don't know, I think he's in the hospital, or he had to go to the hospital for an infection. So get well soon, Pekka, and I'm sorry if I say your name wrong every time. Why am I scratching my... And I'm calling you out for getting an infection, and you need to come back and make some videos.